Hi, everyone. Welcome. We'll start the webinar in a minute as more people join. While we wait, please tell us in the chat where you're joining from and what you want to study. Hi, everyone. Welcome again. We'll start in about a minute. While we wait for more people to join, please feel free to tell us in the chat where you're joining us from and what you're looking to study. I see we've got some people from Zimbabwe looking to study MBA Business Analytics and AI. Welcome. Okay, I think we can get started. So welcome everyone again. We're excited here for your UK study journey and why you would choose the University of Aberdeen. The session is hosted by NovaGrad, which is a free study abroad planning platform from Prodigy Finance, and we're focusing on the University of Aberdeen today. By the end, you'll know why Aberdeen could be a great choice for you, what they look for in applications, and how to plan your next steps using NovaGrad. Let me quickly introduce who's with you today. I'm your host, Tracy, from NovaGrad. We're excited to be joined by Ron from the University of Aberdeen, who will give you the insider view on admissions and student life. Ron is the International Officer for Sub-Saharan Africa at the University of Aberdeen. He leads the university's outreach and engagement across the region, working closely with students and partners, representing Aberdeen at major events and guiding applicants through their journey. Ron supports Aberdeen's international strategy and is passionate about helping African students feel informed and supported as they explore studying at the university. We also have Lovely, our moderator, who'll be watching the chat and Q&A, so please feel free to drop your questions anytime. So here's our game plan for the next 30 to 45 minutes. First, why Aberdeen is a strong option for African students. Then we'll go inside admissions, looking at what Aberdeen looks for and the common mistakes to avoid. Next, I'll show you how to plan your path using NovaGrad, checking for fits, costs, and scholarships. And then we'll wrap with a live Q&A session so you can ask anything about programs, requirements, and planning your journey. Why would you choose Aberdeen and why does it stand out? Aberdeen has a strong academic reputation, including several Nobel laureates, and is in the top 20 ranking universities in the UK, as well as the top 200 globally. Aberdeen is actually one of the oldest universities in the English-speaking world, with over 500 years of history. Also, student experience is strong. Aberdeen ranks very highly for student satisfaction in the UK. Let's now talk specifically about why Aberdeen works well for students from Africa. Aberdeen has 12 academic schools, including one of the UK's most respected medical schools. There are generous scholarships available for the 2026-2027 intakes for both postgraduate and undergraduate, so the sticker price isn't always what you finally pay. Academically, you have strong options across business, engineering, computer and data science, health and social sciences, which are very popular with African students. Many of you may be aware of the English requirements such as WAEC and NECO, with certain minimum grade or recognized medium of English instruction letters, which you can meet with regards to the requirements with Aberdeen. And also Aberdeen's cost of living is typically more affordable than some larger UK cities such as London or Manchester. And sometimes you can work part-time during your studies where regulations allow. Support is also big with the University of Aberdeen, from 24/7 helplines and counseling to an international center and student accommodation. There is help every step of the way. Now it's time. Sorry, I'll just go back one. Now we'll take a quick poll. Please let us know which field you're most interested in to study. A poll would have come up in front of you. If you can please just pop in there what field of study you're currently interested in. I see computer science is coming through quite strong. Data analytics and AI is also quite popular. So it looks like a lot of you are interested in computer science, business and management, data analytics and AI, and also health and life sciences. Also, if you choose the option of other, please type your exact field of study in the chat. It will help us tailor examples and questions to what you actually want to study. Okay, thank you, everyone. Now that you've heard a bit about Aberdeen, let's look at how NovaGrad actually helps you plan your path to get there. First, we have the qualification checker, which we call Find Your Match. You enter your profile and it helps you see whether universities like Aberdeen may be a realistic fit for you based on your academics and your preferences. Next is the scholarship tool. This focuses on relevant scholarships for UK and Aberdeen-bound students, and it sends you straight to the official pages to apply. No random or outdated links on this page. Then there's the cost calculator. It helps you estimate tuition plus living expenses in the UK and identifies potential funding gaps, so you can know early on how much you still need to cover. Finally, you have the Uni Prep features. These are your application-ready tools. You'll get checklists, AI tips, and for statement of purpose and document tracking, so you can keep everything organized and present a stronger application to the university. So in simple terms, NovaGrad will help you understand where you may qualify, what it might cost, and how to prepare a stronger application, specifically for options like Aberdeen. And if you want more personalized support, our expert consultants can handhold you through the entire journey of your application, all powered by NovaGrad from Prodigy Finance. if you're targeting the upcoming intakes, this is what you really want to know. The first step is you need to shortlist your program. You don't want to wait for the deadline to decide which program you want to apply for. Then check your entry requirements and application deadlines carefully so that there are no surprises. Third step is plan any English or standardized tests you need so you're not rushing at the last minute. Then you start preparing your statement of purpose, your CV, and references early. They always take longer than you think. And if that feels like a lot, don't worry. The next part is about how NovaGrad can help you organize all of this. So, inside admissions at the University of Aberdeen. As I mentioned earlier, we have Ron from the University of Aberdeen. Ron, I'll ask you a few questions about that students from Africa typically ask us. We'll try to make the language as simple as possible, but please feel free to put in, if we use any jargon that you don't understand, feel free to ask in the chat. Hi, Ron. So the first question, I think, what do you look for in a strong international application at Aberdeen?
Thank you, Tracy, and thanks for having me, and also for hosting this wonderful session. And I think actually it will be helpful for the students. So regarding this question, so what our university is looking for a strong candidate, actually for a strong application. So firstly, we need to make sure the applicants are meeting our entry requirements. So when talking about our entry requirements, it is second lower class for most of our programs. And for business school programs, it is third class we are accepting also. So second class is our, like in general, you can talk about second lower class is our entry requirement. And secondly, we are looking for their previous academic background and how it can be linked with the program that they are applying to. There are some conversion programs. For example, psychology, there is one conversion program, and we have one information technology program. To these programs, we are accepting students coming from any background. But for cybersecurity, students without any computer background cannot apply. So that's why meeting the entry requirements is very important. So that is the main thing we are looking for.
Okay, perfect. So students have to definitely pay attention to the entry requirements for their chosen program to make their application strong.
Yes.
And what are the most common mistakes you see in applications, and how can students avoid them?
It's a very common mistake. So I understand the students will apply with multiple universities. For example, they will go with apply with the University A, University B, and University C. All UK universities require a personal statement. So that means every personal statement should be tailored. So they will be making a personal statement for A, but they will submit the application for the University B with the statement they made for the University A. So sometimes we will receive personal statement that is being written for another university. So of course, our academic selector, after reviewing that one, saying that, oh, it's not matching our entry requirements or their interest with what our program is offering. So it will end up in resulting in rejecting the application. So that is a common mistake they are making. And secondly, while uploading the documents, please make sure you are uploading your own document, because sometimes you might have your friend's certificate also with you. By mistake, if you're uploading that one, so we consider it as a fraudulent application. So that is another mistake that we are seeing very commonly.
Okay, so I guess the big takeaway here is attention to detail. You have to be very careful about what you're submitting.
Yes.
Okay, and how can a student know if Aberdeen is a realistic option for them, and what should they be doing now if they're planning for the 2026-2027 intake?
So for students who are considering to coming to UK, they have a lot of options. So we have ancient universities in the UK, we have highly ranked universities in the UK, we have lower tuition fee universities in the UK, and also we have modern universities. So students have a lot of options actually in front of them if they plan to come to UK. And especially if you're asking me what makes Aberdeen special. So the answer is one is an ancient university. We have been in this teaching industry for more than 525 years. We are the fifth ancient university in the whole English-speaking world. Secondly, Aberdeen City is known as the oil and gas capital of Europe. So we offer most of our programs are related to oil and gas related engineering, law, and computer science related, everything related to energy. So we are offering sustainability as well. We are offering renewable sector, transition sector, everything we are offering. And also School of Law is highly ranked. School of Medicine, School of MMSN, it is also again highly ranked. So Aberdeen, if you're looking for a highly ranked ancient university, then it is a perfect choice. And we second part of the question is the what all things they need to consider for the 26-27 intake. I know some of the students will be in the final year or will be graduating around March, April time. So those students can still proceed with the application for 26-27 intake. Initially, they will be getting a conditional offer. Once they receive the final transcript and the degree certificate, they can upload it to the application portal and the admissions team will be able to update the offer. So those are the things they need to consider for the 26-27 intakes. And also one more
So I
point.
think,
Sorry,
go
Tracy.
ahead.
Also, one more point to add. Our university website is super friendly. So as you can see, students have different interests. Sometimes the students are interested in engineering background. So students are interested in law. So what all programs you are interested in, go to the university website, type your keyword. Like, for example, if you're interested in electronics engineering or oil and gas engineering or law related, type the keyword to the search tab and our website will provide all the available information related to your programs. For example, you will be able to get information about the overview of the program, second entry requirements, what all modules you are going to learn as part of your academic studies, what all job opportunities are there after graduating. So all this information, you can find it on our university website.
Okay, perfect. So I think the main thing as well is that you don't have to wait until you've graduated and received your academic script. You can
Yes,
apply early and get their conditional acceptance.
yes, that's it.
Okay. And this next question I think is very popular as well. What scholarship opportunities are available for African students and how do they work?
So when coming to scholarship, again, we are offering a general scholarship for African students and also to other applicants from other countries as well. So we offer Aberdeen Global Scholarship, which provides a £6,000 yearly tuition fee discount for undergraduate students. And for postgraduate students, we are offering £8,000. So that means there is no need for separate application for getting this scholarship. If you are self-funded, that means if you are funding your studies by your own or by your parents, or if you are relying on any loan facility, this scholarship will be automatically awarded to you. This final tuition fee discount will be mentioned in the CAS document. So that means £8,000 for master's students, £6,000 yearly discount for undergraduate students. So these are the scholarship opportunity we are providing to our African students.
Okay, it's very interesting. I think students should definitely look into that and see that their study at Aberdeen can actually be more affordable than they would assume. Okay, then how does Aberdeen assess English language evidence, such as with the WAEC or the NECO and the MOI? And in what situations would IELTS or another test still be required?
So every UK universities need to assess the applicant's English language proficiency level. So we rely on several self-examinations like IELTS, like Duolingo, so many other options are there. But what we have done, Aberdeen University, we are accepting West African qualifications like WAEC, NECO, with no time limit at all for students from Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia, Sierra Leone, Liberia. They can provide their high school certificate, provided their English score is of minimum C6. Those students can upload the WAEC certificate along with other documents to the application portal, and they can meet the English language requirement. So those students no need to provide any IELTS or any other document. And also, we are accepting medium of instruction letter from certain approved universities from Africa and also from other countries. All the information like about the list of universities can be found on the university website. Again, go to the university website, type MOI to the search tab. It will provide all the information. And also, we are accepting Uganda Certificate Examination, UCE and KCSE, again with no time limit at all. Students who have these qualifications with a minimum grade of 6 or C can provide these documents to meet the language condition.
Okay, so again, your website provides a lot of this information, so the student would just need to go to the website and have a look.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ron. Now I'd like to take a look at some of the questions that have been provided to us in the chat and Q&A. So if you haven't yet done so, please drop your questions in the chat. Ask about Aberdeen admissions programs. We've touched a bit about scholarships. If there's anything additional you'd like about that, please let us know in the chat and we'll try to answer as many as we can. There is a question here regarding documents, Ron. What documents do students most often get wrong or forget to upload?
So definitely, as I mentioned, English language proficiency document. So students will be thinking they need to take language test like IELTS or Duolingo or Pearson or TOEFL. So West African students and East African students, they have the option to upload their high school certificate. So when submitting the application, they sometimes will forget to upload their English language proficiency document, resulting in issuing a conditional offer. So later, they need to upload these high school certificates to get an unconditional offer. So it would be great actually if we can upload along with your application these high school certificates, then the admissions team will be able to issue in the first place itself an unconditional offer.
Okay, perfect. And I think the cost of living and how much a student requires to be able to come to the University of Aberdeen is something that is a big consideration for students. What is the typical cost of living in Aberdeen, and what makes the city more affordable than other major UK cities?
So Aberdeen is, in general, is classified as safe and affordable for international students. We are being awarded for the past 10 years, purple category, which is the top level of safety awarding to the cities actually. So we are being safe, we are safe and affordable for international students. When talking about affordability, I am renting out a 2-bedroom apartment and I'm paying around £550. But if you are planning to rent out a 2-bedroom apartment in Edinburgh, you need to pay around £1,000. If you want to rent out a 2-bedroom apartment in Manchester, you probably need to pay around £1,200. So that much cost of living difference is there. So Aberdeen, that doesn't mean actually Aberdeen is not a big city. Aberdeen is the third largest city in the whole of Scotland. After Edinburgh, Glasgow, we are the third largest city in the whole of Scotland itself. A lot of opportunities are there. As you mentioned, students have the opportunity to work part-time as well, because a lot of companies are here, a lot of supermarkets are here. Students always find it place actually to end up getting a part-time job opportunity as well.
Speaking on part-time job opportunities, are students allowed to work part-time during their studies, and what kind of roles do they typically find?
So again, it's a good question. So as per current rule, they can work up to 20 hours during the study time. If during the term break time, they can work unlimited hours. And we have a great careers and employability team. So I advise, whenever I'm doing an offer holder session, I advise students from day one onwards, please engage with our careers and employability team. So of course, students coming from different countries, actually, they have their own CV styles, resume styles. But UK, they have a different format actually required. So all these kind of things, our careers and employability team will be able to support them. And that service actually is a lifelong one. So no matter how long years after they have graduated, they can always come back to the careers and employability team asking for more advice on developing their career as and all. And they also send newsletters weekly and sometimes monthly as well about all opportunities available in the city for part-time opportunities and also graduate opportunities also. And as a university, we recruit students for the roles of student ambassadors and we provide Aberdeen internship opportunities also for our students. So these are some of the opportunities available to our students within our campus.
It's fantastic. So I guess students have every opportunity to find some type of part-time employment while they're studying. And then with regards to post-study work opportunities, what career and post-study work opportunities can students expect after graduating? I know you mentioned earlier about the oil and gas field in the city of Aberdeen. What kind of work opportunities can they expect?
So as per current rule, from 2027, January 2027 onwards, those students who are applying for post-study work visa, it has been reduced to 18 months now, 1.5 year time. So after graduation, they can apply for graduate work visa and can stay in the UK for 1.5 years and can work to get experience related to their own field. As I mentioned, we have a great careers and employability team, which provides all levels of career support. So they will prepare the students for mock interviews in how to apply with the job application. All these kind of supports will be provided by our careers and employability team. And we have, since Aberdeen is known as the oil and gas capital of Europe, we have a lot of oil and gas related companies here operating in Aberdeen, and also ARI, Aberdeen Royal Infirmary, which is we have two campuses in Aberdeen. First is the old Aberdeen campus, and the second is the Forestry Hill campus. All our medicine related programs is taught from Forestry Hill campus, which is inside the Aberdeen Royal Infirmary, which is one of the largest clinical campus in the whole of Europe. So students who are looking for a career in medicine field or medical career, so definitely a lot of opportunities are there for them as well. So again, we have a lot of other companies as well. Students, some of the students will be like after graduating, they will be getting a job here, or sometimes they will be moving to Edinburgh, sometimes they will be traveling to Manchester, London, depending upon the opportunities they are getting. But of course, opportunities are there in Aberdeen.
And Ron, I'm not sure if this the answer to this question will be very specific to a program, but I see someone has asked, when does Aberdeen start giving responses, admission responses to students, let's say for the upcoming 2026-2027 intake?
Normally, our admissions team and also our academic selectors are very good actually in responding after reviewing the application. It will take approximately 8 to 10 days time for master's students. Once you submit an application, you will get a decision within 8 to 10 days time. So I'm saying 8 to 10 days time, but before that itself, you will get a decision.
And I think finally, just one last question. So you did mention that there is a very good support, career services support as well. And Aberdeen is the campus is a very international, very global campus. How many international students would you say you have on campus, plus minus, in a given academic year?
So we have a total student population of 15,000 students coming from around 137 countries. So we give equal importance to all our regions actually. So we have a dedicated team for Africa, we have a dedicated team for South Asia, Americas, China, Europe, Middle East, Central Asia, and all. So most of our classrooms are completely diverse. And the students who are coming and studying with the University of Aberdeen are getting a true international experience and exposure as well. So you can say in an average, 25% of our student population are international.
Okay, perfect. Right. I think we've covered quite a few questions at this point. Ron, I don't know if there's anything additional you would like to add from your side.
Yes, the programs that we are offering, because sometimes students will be asking whether you are offering this program, that programs and all. So we are offering almost all programs, apart from nursing, architecture, and aviation, marine engineering related. Apart from these programs, we are offering everything. And of course, there will be questions related to our MBCHB program, that is the medicine program. Of course, we are offering that one, but we have only 16 places for our international students. And the tuition fee is approximately £55,000 per year for 5 years, and there is no scholarship for that one. So these are the general questions I'm getting whenever I'm going to attend fairs.
Perfect. All right. And I think I would also like just to give a reminder as well that the University of Aberdeen's website has all the information that you require. So if there are any questions that perhaps we haven't covered here, please feel free to go onto the website, look for your specific program, and all the information regarding application documents, deadlines, etc., will be provided on the University of Aberdeen website. Thank you very much, Ron.
Thank you.
We wrap up, I would like to just summarize a few key points. The University of Aberdeen can be a fantastic choice if it fits your profile, goals, and budget. Strong applications, avoid common mistakes, and show clear motivation in your chosen program, as Ron clearly pointed out. And NovaGrad can help you plan step by step, checking the fit, exploring funding information, and getting your application ready. So what are the next steps for you? You can join our WhatsApp community, visit our website, and follow our Instagram. If you're not able to scan the QR code that you can see currently on the screen, please just drop share link in our Q&A chat box, and we'll provide you with the links that you can click through to visit our website, follow us on Instagram, and also join our WhatsApp community. So we have one of our panelists, Suprath.
Hey, Tracy, I think we have some questions on the chat. I think some of them are specifically directed towards Aberdeen. It'll be good if you could just scan through and maybe Ron could please answer them.
Okay, sure. Okay, Ron, there's one question here also around the scholarships. Do you offer full scholarships for African students?
So unfortunately, the university is not offering any fully funded scholarship opportunity, but there are funding opportunities like Shell, Renaissance One, those kind of things, PTDF One. So all this kind of information can be found on the university website.
Okay. There's also a question here about bringing family to the UK while studying towards a master's degree. Is that a possibility?
So the government, the UK government has revised the policy around bringing dependents when studying. Actually, I think the rule has been changed last January. Those students who are coming here for undergraduate or postgraduate studies, they cannot bring their family members while on study visa.
Okay, no. Also, there is a question with regards to the high school certificate for the proof of English proficiency. Does it matter when the applicant completed high school?
No. WAEC, NECO, Kenya, KCSE, and UCE certifications, we are accepting with no time limit at all. So no matter how many years you have before you have taken it, we are still accepting it, provided you meet the minimum English language score, which is of C grade or grade 6.
There's also a question around internships. I know you mentioned there are internships that students can look for, but this specifically asks, do you have internships for IT programs? Okay, let me just read it as it is. Do you have IT programs that offer internships that makes the program 2 years so that the second year becomes the internship to sharpen the skills?
Yes, unfortunately, we are not offering any placement-related opportunities as an extended year. So all our programs are like for 1 year only. Or if you are coming for January intake, it will be around 15 months program. So some universities, they are offering 1 year of studies and 1 year of internship opportunities. Aberdeen University is not offering that one.
Okay, noted. All right, I think from what I can see in the chat, those are the questions, the live questions that we have received.
And also one question is there around deposit. So the deposit requirement the deposit required to pay before the cash is issued is £3,000. So students need to pay a deposit payment of £3,000 only if they are self-funded. Of course, if they are funded by a loan company, then there is no need for the deposit payment.
Okay, and I think there was also a question relating to CAS. What is a smooth application to CAS timeline look like at Aberdeen?
So our admissions team will start issuing CAS before at least 2.5 months before the start date of the program. And if you have uploaded all the documents to the CAS shield, so once your offer is unconditional and once you accept the offer, the admissions team will invite you to complete an account. It's called a CAS shield account. So once you complete the CAS shield account, and to that one, you need to upload your passport copy, your financial statement. If you are a sponsored student, you need to upload your sponsorship letter. Sometimes your program requires ATA certificate. You need to upload your ATA certificate and TBT certificate. Once all these documents are uploaded to the CAS shield, our admissions team will review it and will issue CAS. Maximum, it will take a 1 week time. And if you are still haven't received CAS after that time, then please get in touch with our team and we will be able to follow it up for you.
Perfect. Also, I think maybe just tied to a question that you did answer earlier with regards to admission responses. There's a question saying, typically, how long does it take from the stage of application to getting an acceptance letter? Again, you mentioned that it's 8 to 10 days. Is that across all programs?
Most of our programs, I'm saying 95% of our master's program. So the application processing time is around 8 to 10 days time. So before that itself, definitely you will get a decision.
Okay, perfect. And again, it's about submitting the correct documents at the correct time in order to get a timely response.
Yes. For example, now we have like close to our January intake. So we have 2 intakes only. One is January and the second one is September 1. September, of course, is our major intake. So if you are submitting an application or if you are submitting a visa application closer to January time for the January intake, it will take more time actually, because it will be overwhelmed with other applications as well. If you're waiting for the CAS, it will take more than 2 weeks time sometimes. So early you're completing everything, it's always better.
Okay, perfect. All right. So Prath, is there anything else you would like to add before we wrap up?
Nothing from my side. I think generally, just wrapping up, University of Aberdeen is a great choice. The team is quite supportive, and all the information that you need is available on novagrad.ai or on the university page. For any support, please reach out to us through the QR codes that are given on the screen right now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you everyone for joining the webinar. Ron, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you being here to answer all these important questions and give us a bit of insight into the application process for Aberdeen.
And thank you, NovaGrad, for having me and for arranging this session. I think actually the students might find it very useful as well.
Yes, 100%. Okay, thank you everyone. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day.